Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. When I see you sitting over there, then my first question would be, are you aware that you're sitting in the center of a very special high-tech region? A region between Eindhoven in Holland, Louvain in Belgium, and Aachen in Germany. And why is it special? Because historically, those countries have decided to put universities at their side of the border. They have attracted multinational companies. And now we see that young, innovative, promising companies are getting there as well. Wow, what a potential. And what would be the potential if we could make them all work together? And we have asked two CEOs what this area would mean for them and for their company. So just listen to that.
Really could be a driver for new technology, new innovations, and thus building up of new companies, which from an economic point of view is going to be very important for this area. This could be the hub of healthcare innovation in Europe, and could be a formidable competitor with these hubs in the United States and the hubs that you see coming in China or in India.
And I would only say, build further on this. In the interest of Europe, in the interest of the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, in the interest of the people who live in this region, and in the interest of a lot of fun and a lot of contribution we can give to the world.
Now, although this region is holding all the ingredients, we fail to make a decent bouillabaisse out of that. And why does this happen? Why does this happen? What does prevent us from moving really to open innovation? And is there anything that we could do more? Is there anything we could do better? Now, in the past, Bilat was organizing inspirational events with fascinating keynote speakers, with an interesting and also a very interested audience. But apparently this was not strong enough. It did not move, it did not make things move. And it felt that the appetite that we were raising on day one was evaporating on the next day, when people went back into their businesses, into their daily life. So we start to think about this, what can we do? And then I met a colleague, and that colleague told a story to me saying that when he was young, he decided to become a high jumper, and he wanted to jump higher than any female athlete on this globe. And he looked up the world record of Stefka Kostatinova, 2.09 meters. And he painted that in his bedroom. He marked that on his wall. And guess what happened? He jumped 2.10 meters. Not any single centimeter higher. But the interesting thing is, what is the power of imagination? What would be the effect if we could bring business people together and have them commonly think and discuss about the future? What sort of energy would be freed up? And would it really tear down the borders and free us up from the inertia? So the next thing we did was really that we organized a pilot. And Bilat brought together 10 case owners that all had a burning strategic question. And the network organizations, they provided them with very surprising companies that they didn't know. And they started last week to commonly depict the future. This was a brainstorm, not by words, it was by pictures, and it was all supported by systemic coaches. And next week, these are all pitches that will be pitched before a board of the Vlerik Management School, and they are going to coach them how these pitches, how these ideas can grow into business opportunity plans. So, the question then can be, why in this region? Why do we do this, let's say, so locally? Again, a question to the CEOs. Is proximity important?
But it's difficult. Therefore, I think proximity plays a role. You should not overdo it. You should realize that you need to connect also with people on a far distance, but to know each other really and to hold each other, to see each other. I think it plays an important role too.
Okay. But proximity is something that is extremely helpful, being able to interact with each other on almost a daily basis, exchange ideas, exchange people, exchange experiences and expertise, and seeing how things can work out and how you can leverage each other's technologies is important. And the closer you are to each other, the easier that is to do.
So as BILAT, we hope that we have stimulated open innovation, because we know from the past that we can talk a lot about it. And we have done a lot about awareness. But with awareness alone, you cannot blow it out of the ocean. You have to bring it stepwise to your beach. So what we have done is, from awareness, we went into future sketching. Now we need to embrace, let's say, these companies and help them how they can work together, enabling models. And then we come back in our comfort zone about things we know. It's about realizing and valorizing. But now that we have to do it in an open mode, if we have to do it together, it's a different ballgame. So that is what makes it challenging, but also very rewarding. So we are going to do this stepwise together. Now, BILAT is a foundation of people that is coming out of the industry. And they all are doing this on top of their daily job. But we think that we do something good. And all these people do this because they are believing in the future of this region. Thank you.